इसका छोटा साइज।
All right, so we'll be starting with reasoning today. Now, so logical reasoning, we have two sessions dedicated to them. First is this, and second is the next one. So we shall be studying these topics: blood relation, direction sense, counting of shapes, and coding decoding. So let's start with direction sense first. So this is the most scoring and the easiest topic. So I'm starting with direction sense. Then we shall move on to blood relations and then the other topics. So whenever you encounter any question of direction sense, you will understand that is it a direction question or not. So it will always start something like this: ki a person starts from a point, moves certain distance towards north, takes a left turn, right turn, all these things, right? So as soon as you identify, recognize that it's a direction question, the first thing that you will do is you will make a graph like this. You will mention directions. This is north, this is south, this is west, and this is east. Now, whatever movements has to happen, you'll start from origin, 5 kilometer north, 3 kilometer west, whatever has to happen, you have to draw in this, right? Now, these four directions, north, south, west, east, they are known as main directions, or you can say cardinal points. There are four other directions as well: northeast, southeast, southwest, and northwest. They lie in between the main directions. So that is why they are known as intermediate directions or ordinal points. right? So north, south, west, east are your cardinal points. Other four are your ordinal points. Now suppose you are moving towards north and you get an instruction of right turn. So you will move towards east, right? You're moving towards north, right turn will be east. East se right turn will be south. South se right turn will be west. West se right turn will be north. So you should remember that clockwise direction is always right and anti-clockwise will be left. So why I'm asking you to remember it like this, that clockwise is right, anti-clockwise is left, because you don't have to take your right and left. You have to take his right or left. Okay. So if you don't remember it by this way, clockwise, anti-clockwise, so the most common blunder that happens is, suppose you are moving towards north and the person gets right turn. So this is your right, this is his right. So there is no issue, no mistake will happen. But if he is moving towards south, so his right turn will be clockwise. That means towards west. But this is your left, right? So north may everything remains like yours only, south may things change. So just to avoid this confusion, it's the best thing that you remember like this: clockwise right, anti-clockwise left. Or you can turn the notebook as well. But again, the paper is online, so you cannot turn the system. So it's better if you do it like this. Okay, so the concept and everything is simple. Uh, so let's start with a question. So this is north, south, west, east. This is clockwise. This is anti-clockwise. Try this question. All right, so few people have responded. Let's start. So again, it's a direction question. So first we will draw this. Now, a man walked 30 meters towards north. So this is 30. He turned right and walked 45. Then he turns right and walks 45. So देखो, whenever you turn right from this line, it's 45. So one way is to write 45 here. But then it will become confusing कि 45 is this part or 45 is the entire part. So always write by breaking. So this is 30, this is 50. ठीक है, 45. Then he turns left and walks 5. Turns left and walks 5. Finally, he turns left and walks 15 meter. So let's stretch it a bit. So he turns left and walks 15 meter. So his final position is this. His initial position was this. Now question is asking me in which direction and how many meter is he from the starting position. So if I talk about direction, he is towards from this. He is towards this direction and this is east. And how much distance? That is 45 plus 5, 50. So 50 meter east. I hope it is clear. Any doubts if you have, you can ask. Let's move ahead. Try this. All right, let's begin. So a person starts from a point A and travel 3 kilometers towards B, then turns right and travel thrice that distance. So 3 threes are 9. So 9 kilometers to reach C. He again turns left and travels 3 times the distance he covered between A and B to reach D. So A और B के बीच में there was 3. So 3 threes are 9 again to reach D. The shortest distance between A and D. So this is what we have to find. So see, we have to find this A and D. So let's complete the triangle. So this distance is 9, and this distance is 9 plus 3, that is 12. So this is 90 degree. So this is Pythagoras theorem. So 9, 12. So 3 3s are 9, 3 4s are 12, 3 5s are 50. That will be 15 kilometer. Directly Pythagoras theorem, 9 square plus 12 square. That gives you root 225, and 225 ka square root is 50. Right? Try this. All right, so let's try. All these options should be in meter. So kilometer is just a error. So X and Y start moving towards each other from points A and B, which are 200-meter apart. So these 2 points are 200-meter apart. So I can draw like this, right? So this is 100 and this is 100. Now after walking 60 meter, Y turns left. So let's say y 60 meter, it turns left and goes 20 meter. So this is 20. Then he turns right and goes 40. Turns right. This is 40. He then turns right again, 20, and comes back to the road. So he came back here, right? Now, X and Y are walking with the same speed. So basically, X is not taking any turns. So both are walking with same speed. So they will cover same distance as well, right? Now, how much distance Y has covered? 60 plus 20, 80 plus 40, 120 plus 20, 140. So Y has covered 140 distance. So X will also cover 140, but linearly because he has not taken any turns. So X will start here, 100 this plus 40 this. So this is the final position of X and this is the final position of Y. Question is asking me what is the distance between them. So you can see the distance between them is 40 meters. So pretty interesting question. It checked you in n number of ways. Any doubts in this? Let me know. Right? So this is all about directions. Let's start with the next topic. That is blood relation. So blood relation is a bit trickier than directions because we are studying this topic in English. So English में we have lesser, fewer names for relations. जैसे हिंदी में we have, I know only Hindi, so I can talk about that only. Like we have Chacha ji, we have Tau ji, we have Mama ji. Three different names. We are addressing them by three different names. But in English, all three are uncle, right? There can be maternal and paternal as well, but rarely you will find these words in question. So if it is uncle, you don't know whether that uncle is Mama ji wale uncle, Chacha ji wale uncle, or Tau ji wale uncle. Are you getting it? So you have to think from all the angles. So generally we solve this topic using tree diagram. So that tree diagram ke liye you should know the notations, right? So the notations are not universal. You can use any notation, but for now use only those notations that I am using so that there is no communication gap. So the people who are males, I'll represent them by plus sign. Females, I'll use minus sign, right? If two people are siblings, then I'll use single dash between them. What does this mean? If I'm writing A dash B, that means A and B are siblings, right? Now, if A and B are siblings and I'm writing just like this, so there can be four cases. Either both are brothers, both are sisters, A is a brother, B is a sister, A is a sister, B is a brother. So you cannot assume till the gender is explicitly mentioned. So if I'm just writing A dash B, I don't know the gender of A, I don't know the gender of B. If I use plus here, then A becomes a male person. If I use minus here, then B becomes a female person. Are you getting it? So you don't have to assume things in blood relation. That is the most common mistake which people make. Now, spouse के लिए, I will use equal to sign. So A equal to B means A and B are spouse of each other. So here there can be two cases. If A is a husband, B is a wife, or A is a wife, B is a husband. You don't have to assume. Clear? So siblings के लिए single dash, spouse के लिए double dash, males के लिए plus, females के लिए minus. And suppose I have something like this कि C and D are children of A. So I'll represent something like this. This though we all always do. So C and D are children of A. That means this. Children, so I don't know the gender of C and D. Children of A, so I don't know the gender of A as well. Right? So this is one notation. You can note it down. Now, sometimes people use this notation as well, which I have included in this, that male is rectangle, female is circle. So you can use any notation. I generally don't use these things. The reason is ki rectangle, circle takes time, plus minus takes seconds. So it's up to you. So this is one very easy question. Just try this and answer in the chat. All right, some people have responded. Let's start. So Sarah is Mary's sister. So if Sarah is here, Mary's sister. So gender of Sarah is known. Jennifer is Mary's mother. So Jennifer will come here. Jennifer's gender is known. So we will use minus. So this is very simple question, but just look at the approach how I am solving because the question can get trickier as well. So the approach will help. Now John is Jennifer's father. So John will come here. Jennifer's father. So his gender is also known. So write plus here. Lisa is John's mother. So Lisa will come here. John's mother, gender is known, minus here. How is Sarah related to Lisa? Sarah related to Lisa. So Lisa's, this is child, this is grandchild, this is great grandchild. And Sarah's gender is also known. So this will become great granddaughter. So the answer is great granddaughter. Okay. Also, one more thing you have to observe here. How is Sarah related to Lisa? Answer is great granddaughter. How is Lisa related to Sarah? Great grandmother. So people make this mistake as well. So how is Sarah related means Sarah का relation पूछा है, so it becomes great granddaughter. Right? So if you observe properly, I have mentioned the genders only when it is clear. Like Sarah is Mary's sister. So I have written minus in Sarah, but I have not written anything for Mary because Mary ka gender is not clear from the sentence. I hope it is clear to everyone. Let's move to the next. Try this. All right, let's try. So pointing wale questions are generally the easiest. And why I'm telling you so, I'll be telling you a way to solve it. Pointing out to a photograph, a man tells his friend, she is the daughter of the only son of my father's wife. How is the girl related to the man? So whenever you come across pointing wale question, image wale question, just like this, first step is to identify the speaker. So who is the speaker here? The man. So you have to think everything from speaker's point of view. That is obvious as well. So now whatever he's speaking, you have to think from his point of view. Now what he says, she is the daughter of the only son of my father's wife. Man's father's wife. So man's father's wife will be man's mother. So this phrase converts to man's mother, right? Now, man's mother's only son. Man's mother's only son will be the man himself, isn't it? Man's mother's only son. So man himself. So from here to here, the phrase represents man, the speaker. Now read the sentence. What is the sentence? She is the daughter of the man. And what is the question asking? How is the girl related? Question itself is giving you the answer. Daughter. Right? So that is how you should do it. Otherwise, people can do it by tree diagram as well, but it doesn't make any sense. It will take more time. It will be less accurate as well. So again, I am telling the speaker is men. My father's wife, men ke father ki wife. That means men ki mother. Men ki mother only son. So men ki mother ka only son will be men. So sentence is she is the daughter of the men. Question is asking how is the girl related? All right. Let's do a few more questions of the same type. Try this. So first step is to identify the speaker, who is Samir in this case. Samir says daughter of the only brother of his father's wife. Again, Samir के father की wife. Samir की mother. Samir के mother के only brother. Mother के brother is मामा जी, maternal uncle. समीर के मामा जी. So अंकिता is समीर के मामा जी की बेटी. So मामा जी की बेटी कौन होती है? Cousin. right? So as you can see, the picture वाले question are like seemingly they are the most difficult because अगर आप वैसे देखो daughter of the only brother of his father's wife, it seems very complicated. But if you follow the process, it becomes easy. I hope it is clear. So few students were wrong as well. Anyways, try this. All right. So some students have clearly got the hang of the things. Consistently correct. Let's look at it. Looking at a portrait of a man, Hirsch said. Who is the speaker? Hirsch here. His mother is the wife of my father's son. Brothers and sisters I have none. That means Hirsch is the only sibling. Sorry, only child. So Hirsch has no siblings. Now Hirsch के father का son, हर्ष की वाइफ, हर्ष की वाइफ इमेज वाले पर्सन की मदर है. सो हर्ष की वाइफ इमेज वाले पर्सन की मदर है. दैट मीन्स इमेज वाला पर्सन हर्ष का सन है. राइट. सो बेसिकली आई कैन रिप्रेजेंट इट एज वेल. हर्ष की वाइफ इस इमेज वाले पर्सन की मदर है. दैट मीन्स ये पर्सन हर्ष का क्या लगा? चाइल्ड. एंड लुकिंग एट अ पोर्ट्रेट ऑफ मैन, सो चाइल्ड बिकम्स सन. If I omit this word from this sentence, then the answer would be child because I don't know the gender. So इस sentence से indirectly they have told you the gender as well. Right? So this was a bit tricky. Any doubt? So हर्ष के father का son हर्ष, हर्ष की wife, image वाले person की mother. वैसे even if he doesn't give men here, his से clear हो रहा था कि वो male है. So वहां से भी you could have answered. Right. Try this. So this one is pretty simple. There are two married couples. D is the grandmother of A and mother of B. C is the wife of B and mother of F. F is the granddaughter of E. So who are the couples? D and E, B and C. So all of you are correct. All those who answered. Right. So this is all about blood relations. Let's move on to the next one. Now next topic is counting of shapes. So counting of shapes में दो type के question they ask you. One is counting of square. One is counting of triangles. So counting of square discuss करते हैं पहले. Counting of square is very easy. So there's a set pattern in that. Now let's say I have this kind of figure. Right? And I have to count the number of square. Now, if I start counting manually, it won't be possible because see, this is one square, this is two square, then this is again third square. Are you getting it? Just a minute. Hmm. So this is again one square, then again this is second square, then individual squares. So some of the squares you will definitely miss. Right. So manually, if I start counting, it will take too much time and there is no confidence. I can definitely miss a few. So there's a way to solve this. How you count the square? It's a two-step process. First step is जैसे let me draw this figure again. So row and column wise, just do numbering. First step. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. First step is this. Second step में you'll get the answer. Second step में क्या करना है? You have to start in the reverse order, multiply and plus. What do I mean? रिवर्स ऑर्डर में मल्टीप्लाई प्लस करना है जैसे 4 into 5 20 प्लस 3 into 4 12 प्लस 2 into 3 6 plus 1 into 2 2. Now this 1 doesn't have any pair, so I cannot take that into consideration. So that is it. My answer is 20 plus 12, 32 plus 6, 38 plus 2, 40. So total 40 squares are there. Understood? So counting squares is very easy. So I'm giving you one question now. You have to tell me the number of squares in this. All right, tell me the number of squares. All right, so you have got it. Same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Start from the reverse order. 7 into 6, 42, plus 6 into 5, 30, plus 5 into 4, 20, plus 4 into 3, 12, plus 3 into 2, 6, plus 2 into 1, 2. So 42 plus 6 plus 2, 8, 50, 80, 100, 100. Right? So your homework is you just have to manually count them. Next to impossible. So counting of squares is simple. Now let's focus on counting of triangles. Now see, counting of triangles is a bit tricky because square में तो I know कि क्या ही figure बना देंगे. They can do it like this. इसका complicated version like this. So ज़्यादा tough बना नहीं सकते हैं. But counting of squares, counting of triangles में they can make n number of figures. So कुछ standard figures है for which you know what is the number of triangles. जैसे if I ask you to count the number of triangles in this and this. So tell me the answer of first and second both in the chat box. You have to tell me the number of triangles. Just try it once because I want you people to get the pattern. First is very simple. Second is a trickier version. Yes, perfect, Rahul. So first में तो second maybe I can count manually, right? So this is one triangle, this is second triangle, and this entire one is third triangle. So there are three triangles in this. Second maybe I can understand कि थोड़ा सा difficult हो रहा है, but still it's manageable. So this is one triangle, this is second triangle, this is third triangle, this one is fourth triangle, this one is fifth triangle, and the entire one is sixth triangle. But I can see a pattern here कि यार अगर मैं और difficult कर दूं like this या फिर और difficult कर दूं like this, तो मैन्युअली में टाइम भी ज्यादा लग रहा है एंड हो सकता है कि आई लीव समथिंग, I leave a particular triangle or something. So I'll tell you the step by step तरीका. ये 1 2 3 कुछ करना ही नहीं है हमें. Directly we have to do. See, numbering करनी है. First step 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 3 4. That's it. Just add them. 2 plus 1 3. Answer. 3 plus 2 plus 1 6. Answer. 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1 10. Answer. Right? Just do the numbering, add all of them, you'll get the answer. Now try this fourth one. Tell me the answer. Chat में. Perfect. हो गया कितना सिंपल? 1 2 3 4 5. Add them. 5 plus 4 9 plus 3 12 plus 2 14 plus 1 15 triangles. Right? So this is very simple. So एक तो standard figure आपको ये ध्यान रखनी है कि you just have to do the numbering, add. This is one kind of standard figure. Now, second type of figure is this. So if you count them manually, there are 8 triangles in this. So always remember there are 8 triangles. ठीक है? तो देखो 1 ये, 2 ये, 3 ये, 4 ये, then 5 ये, 6 ये, 7 ऊपर, 8 यहाँ पर. So इतना time होता नहीं है. We don't have that much time that we count manually. So always remember if there is a quadrilateral, with both is its diagonals intact, it has 8 triangles. So remember this, right? Manually एक बार count कर लिया, then remember it. So any quadrilateral with both its diagonals, 8 triangles. Now tell me how many triangles in this. Now what the paper setter will give you? A question like this. Tell me the number of triangles in this, the chat box. Yeah, perfect. So basically, अब देखो, if I do it manually, तो obviously it is impossible to count, almost next to impossible. So standard figures का ऐसे help लेनी है. So I know that this standard figure has 8 triangles. So 8 triangles वाला काम तो I have done it ना. So just find कि what is extra. So 8 is already there. Due to this vertical line, how many extra triangles are formed? This one is extra. This one is extra. This one is extra. This one is extra. So 8 here plus 4 this, total 12 triangles. So this is the advantage of remembering the standard figures. You just have to spot the standard figure. उसका तो already हुआ हुआ है. Just count the extra one. Right? अच्छा इसका बताओ. Perfect. Sahil, Rahul, both are correct. Yogesh. Amazing. ठीक है, same thing. 8 यहाँ पर था. Now, how many extra? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 plus 8, 16 triangles. So this is how you can make this topic a bit easier. But again, counting of triangles is not as easy as directions or blood relations, because directions and blood relations has a sequential process, has a step-by-step structure, right? Yogesh, I told you, na, counting squares. Okay, I'm repeating. So counting squares, ka, I think you were not there then. Anyways, so just mention the numbering: 1, 2, 3, 4. And numbering here as well: 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, how to count? Go in the reverse order. This multiply by this. 16 plus this multiply by this. 9 plus this multiply by this. 4 plus this multiply by this. 1. 16 plus 9, 25 plus 4, 29 plus 1, 30. Number of square are 30. Right? Counting of square is very rarely asked. The reason is because it's very simple. So counting of triangle is the major key. All right, so I hope all these standard figures are clear. Now let's do some actual questions that have come in the past. Try this. It seems very daunting, but it is very easy. So break it down and then find. So as I expected, all of you have fallen into the trap. So 28 is the most common incorrect answer for this question because what you people are doing, you people just focus on the standard figure. So you saw कि अच्छा एक तो ये दिख रही है मुझे और इसमें there were 16 triangles, 16 ये हो गए है ना, और 3 3 3 3 3 4s are 12, तो 12 ये हो गए, so 28 is my answer. But there are some triangles which are formed by the combination जो काउंट ही नहीं हो पाए. Now I'll tell you कौन से वाले. See, आपने जब ये काउंट किया बीच वाला 16 एंड ये काउंट किया 12, तो ये वाला तो काउंट ही नहीं हुआ. कॉम्बिनेशन ऑफ बोथ, दिस इज 1. सिमिलरली ये भी काउंट नहीं हुआ, दिस इज 2. सो 2 ऑन दिस साइड, सिमिलरली 3, सिमिलरली 4th. So 2 on this side, 2 on this side, 2 on this side, 2 on this side. So 28 plus 8, 36 triangles. Right? So the crux of the story is you just have to first spot the standard figures, उनको count करो, then focus कि are there some triangles which are forming by combination? If there are, add them as well. If there are not, you can skip them. But again, counting of triangles is definitely not that easy because there can be a figure which is very complicated. So generally 99% of the cases में questions are simple only, like this is one question. But if it becomes very complicated, I'll suggest you to leave that question and focus on the other topics. Because counting of triangles में बहुत ही complicated figure आ गई तो it is better to invest your time in other questions. Right? It's a 1% scenario, but again, uh, the motto of wise is to be prepared for surprise. Right, let's do one more. Try this. Now take some time. Uh, Try to give the correct answer. All right, perfect. All those who have answered are correct. Nice. So one standard figure is this. So I told you how many triangles in this? 8 triangles, right? Also, we know that this figure has 3 triangles. So let's spot this figure. So this figure is here, 3 triangles, here, 3 triangles, here, 3 triangles, here, 3 triangles. So 3 into 4, 12 triangles. 12 triangles here, 8 triangles here. Any combination? No. कॉम्बिनेशन से कोई ट्रायंगल नहीं बन रहा है, सो 12 प्लस 8 20 ट्रायंगल्स. Clear? So generally this is the maximum level that they can ask. So standard figure say you will get the answers. Let's move on to the last topic of today's session, that is coding decoding. Now coding decoding में one thing that you have to remember is you should know the position of each letter, right? So one way is to write it down. कि rough sheet आपको मिलेगी, so you can just write down each position of letter. Otherwise, with practice, like I have been teaching it for many years, so now I know already. Practice से याद ही हो जाता है. Or there is one method as well. So how to remember the position of letter. Now why I'm stressing on remembering the position? जैसे suppose you don't have this table, right? Suppose I ask you here that what is the position of letter N. So everyone, like most of the individuals will start from A1, B2, C3, and then they will reach key N14. So we don't have that much time. If I ask you a position of letter O, so you will start from A1, B2, you will reach O is 15. So one way is to write all the letters, but again, this will also take time. ठीक है? So कैसे कर सकते हो? After a point of time, तो you will remember with practice. अभी के लिए, what you can do, you can remember this word, EJOT. What is the advantage of this word? E is 5, J is 10, O is 15, T is 20, Y is 25. अब इसका एडवांटेज क्या है? लेट्स आई आस्क यू व्हाट इज द पोजीशन ऑफ लेटर L. तो you know J is 10, K L, L is 12. Within seconds you are getting. If I ask you position of letter P, you know O is 15, so P is 16. That's it. If I ask you position of letter S, you know T is 20, ST, S is 19. So rather than starting from A, you just have to focus on the difference of these, which is 5 each. I hope it is clear, right? So at the end of the day, you just have to remember the positions. That's it. You can make your own method as well. You can remember like this. You can note it down as well. Okay. Now different types of questions comes into this. So we'll be discussing all the types. Type 1 is this. So I'll be telling you how to solve it. So the question says monkey is coded as this. Then what should be the code for orange? So now observe. M is written as K. O is written as M. So first of all, let's discuss the various patterns that can happen. So one word will be written here and one word will be written as code. ठीक है? जैसे I'm giving a random thing A B C D E F and here also random thing G H I J K L. ठीक है? Something like this. So first step is to relate, to correlate this letter with this letter with this letter with this. If you get the logic, well and good. If you're unable to get, first method or first procedure is failed. Second method is try to correlate this letter with last one. Second letter with second last one. Third letter with third last one. If you get some logic, well and good. If you're unable to find, third method. Third method is divide these three and these three. Try to correlate these three with these three and these three with these three. You'll be able to get it. If you get failed in this as well, then even position letter with even position letters and odd position letter with odd position letter. So coding decoding is kind of a double-edged sword. If you get the logic in one go, two go, well and good. Otherwise, the problem is it can consume a lot of your time. So again, just like counting of shapes, this topic is also a bit based on practice. Direction, blood relations, इनमें अच्छा होना is easy because if once you get the hang of the things, you know कि हर question में same ही होना है. But coding, decoding, counting of shapes is all about exposure. More the questions you solve, better will it be for you. Now let's try to find this. So this is simple. M J K L M. So I know कि M से दो पहले क्या आता है. O से दो पहले M. N minus 2 is L. K minus 2 is I. E minus 2 is C. Y minus 2 is W. So this was very simple. So similarly, O minus 2, M. R minus 2. So R से दो पहले आता है P. A minus 2, Y. N minus 2, L. G minus 2, E. And E minus 2, C. So the code for orange is MPYLEC. Right, I hope it is clear. Now this is first type of question, type 1. This is the most common type. Like generally they will be asking you this kind of question only. Type 2. Type 2 is this. If white is called red, red is called blue, blue is called green, green is called yellow, yellow is called black, what is the color of blood? What does this question means? जो actual में white है, उसको in some code language it is called as red. What is red in reality? In some code language that is called blue. What is blue in actual? That is called green, and so on. Okay. So what is the color of blood? In reality it is red, but according to a code it is known as blue. So the answer is blue. Right. Let's say they ask you what is the color of Australian jersey. So Australian jersey color is yellow, but according to code it is black. So the answer will be black. So इसमें कुछ भी नहीं करना होता. It's very simple. I hope it is clear now. Right. Imagine a scenario that someone has joined the session just now and he see the screen color of blood blue. He will think what is happening. Anyways, let's do a question now. Try this. So this one is simple. देखो, now first, the major blunder which people make is, वो directly they will start like this only, that H is 3, O is 5, U is 8. This is not necessary, right? So just to be on a safer side, what you have to do in such question, take common. So in both these words, O is common and E is common. And in numbers, 5 is common and 2 is common, right? The letters which are common are on the second and fifth spot. The digits that are common are also on second and fifth spot. So this tells me that first letter represents the first number, second letter represents the second digit, third letter represents the third digit, and so on. Are you getting it? So all of you have got the correct answer because I have given a simpler version. Otherwise, you cannot do it like this. कि अच्छा H पहले आ रहा है तो 3 ही होगा. No, it can be in reverse order as well. H might be 2, O might be 4, U might be 8. Are you getting it? So you have to first ascertain, okay, by finding the common part. Then you have to do, right? So H here is 3, E here is 2, L here is 1, E here is 2, and here is 9. So this was a very easy version. So that is why you people got this correct as well. Otherwise, खुद सोचो ना, there's a common sense as well. Why does he even require to give another word? He just require one word which has all these letters, isn't it? So he's giving you another word with some common letters so that you take the common things out. Let's do a trickier version of this question. Try this. Okay, so few people have got the logic. That is pretty good to see. So easy is coded as this. So obviously there are 4 letters here, but there are many digits here. So if you're starting like this, ki E ka matlab 1, A ka matlab 0, it doesn't make any sense. So the only thing which I can do with words is finding their position, right? I don't have anything else. So just write their positions. So E is 5, A is 1, S is 19, Y is 25. And what is their code? 10, 2, 38, 50. So I got the logic कि whatever is the position, उसका double किया है. Position double, position double, position double. So that's it. So the word is beam here. Position is 2, 5, 1, 13. Double 4, 10, 2, 26. Right? So interesting question. So again, this topic is purely on observation. If you get it on the first go, well and good. Otherwise, it can take time. Let's move on to the next. Try this. So this one is easy. I told you have to take just common things out. So they're asking the code for R. So R कहाँ पर common है? First and second sentence में. So first and second sentence has R common, and first and second sentence has KA common. So R stands for K. Right? Again ये mistake मत करना. HA first है तो how KA R? No, because second sentence में KA is where. Are you getting it? So you just have to take things common. I'm again telling the same thing. Right? Let's move on to the next. Try this. अरे गाइस ये सीरीज थोड़ी है कि मतलब एप्पल 10 है बनाना 15 है 10 15 20 सो नेक्स्ट विल बी 25। मतलब ये तो वो बात हो गई कि सर ऑरेंज की जगह आप मुझे कोई भी फ्रूट दे दो मैं तो 25 ही बोलूंगा बिकॉज इट्स अ सीरीज। नो इट्स नॉट अ सीरीज। फोकस ऑन द कि हाउ एप्पल इज 10 हाउ बनाना इज 15। सो दिस इज अ ट्रिकी क्वेश्चन। Okay, so basically a couple of students have got the correct answer, but the logic is not right. Anyways, so it's difficult to find the logic in this because it's a out of the box question, to be honest. But anyways, so देखो अगर हम लोग if we start counting the number of letters, so there are 5 letters here, there are 10 rupees, so double हो रहा है. But यहाँ पर there are 6 letters, but 15, so double नहीं हो रहा है. That means the logic failed. So double का तो कोई logic नहीं बन रहा है. अब just tell me one thing, how you think it, ठीक है मतलब how on what lines you will think. नंबर ऑफ लेटर्स से मुझे बेनिफिट नहीं मिला. In letters, is there any categorization of letters in English? Like, is there any category in which we divide all the letters in English? There's just one thing that you have to focus on. So I hope you people know that letters are divided into vowels and consonants. Right? Now, because we have failed in the first go, so now we will focus on the vowel wala go. So now, how many vowels are there in this? Two vowels. And how much it is costing? 10 rupees. So into 5. How many vowels are there in this? Three vowels. How much it is costing? 15 rupees into 5. How many vowels are there in this? A, E, U, I. Four vowels. How much it is costing? 20 rupees into 5. How many vowels in this? One, two, three. So 3 into 5. 50. Right. Oh, yeah, this is interesting. So it's good that we have. So बहुत ज़्यादा difficult they cannot make it. They can either play with number of letters. They can either play with vowels and consonants, or they can either make it capital letter, small letter. That is easier to. Or one thing they can do, even odd positions. That's it. So there are not many methods. So you can think from all the angles. कि number of letters से सोच लो, vowels से सोच लो, then even odd पे कुछ हो रहा है कि नहीं हो रहा है. That's it. Placements में it won't be very difficult. Right. Okay, so let's keep it till here. This is all about today's session. So we have just one more session to go with you. Let's see when will that be scheduled. Thank you so much for being patient. Thank you, Rahul.